Heyers, welcome to the ZedKraze stream for tonight, the 13th of December 2017. And what are we doing tonight? Well, it's the beginning of our top 10 games of the year. When I say ours, I mean mine. ZedKraze's top 10 games of the year. Because, you know, in many ways, you could argue subjectively that some games are possibly better than what my top 10 games of the year are. But, you know, there's always a bit of personal taste involved, isn't it? With like top 10s, you know, favorite games and all that jazz. So in many ways, you know, I know there's at least one game that people go, oh, that's definitely supposed to be top 10 material. But, you know, I think, yeah, this is about my top 10. Your top 10 may be different. It's all good. We can have different opinions. Anyway, so these are my favorite games of 2017, and it was a tough one because I had to actually push out a few earlier games that I had in my list, just because, partly because I got a Nintendo Switch, so that changed things up. I got that in late in the game, so, and then that kind of pushed some other top 10ers out. So I'm thinking of maybe writing a blog on ZedKraze.com at some point of some honorable mentions for games that didn't quite make it in, but are still great games from this year. This year has been amazing for games, really. I don't know if it's just because I've been playing a lot more games, because I've been streaming, or yeah, if it's just been a brilliant year for games, really. So yeah, tonight we are counting down top 10, number 10 and number 9 of the top 10, and each stream will be doing 2 until we get to obviously number 2 and number 1. So that'll take about 2.5 weeks. It will be on Wednesday nights and Sunday nights from 7 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time on the ZedKraze channel on twitch.tv/ZedKraze. So first up is number 10, and it's Thimbleweed Park. So let's load it up, and shout out to Reela X for joining us in the channel. So yeah, let's get into some top 10 games. Who doesn't want to be playing some top 10 games? Now I'm going to play each game for about maybe, probably about up to 2 hours each. I'm not going to play through the whole game, obviously. We do not have enough time, especially for some of the games that have a ridiculous amount of hours in them. So some games we're going to be starting right from the start, again, because I've already completed them. Other games will be continuing on wherever I'm up to in the game. So, yeah. So that's how it's going to roll. And hopefully it's all good like that. So yeah, this is Thimbleweed Park. I believe it came out probably, I think it was about March, roughly, earlier this year. And if you don't know, it's by Ron Gilbert, which, if you don't know who Ron Gilbert is, he's basically like the grandfather of point-and-click adventures. If you don't know what point-and-click adventures are, you probably weren't around playing games in the 90s, at least on PC. So point-and-click adventures are literally what it says. You point and click on things to go to there to interact with things, and that, and you had a little character walking across the screen, just like you will see in this game. So this game in particular, well, let's start playing it, and I'll start talking about it as we go along, you know. So yeah, let's start a new game. Now I was thinking, let's check the options. Has this got a difficulty? Because first time I played this, I went through on the easy version. I might try on the hard version, which might get us really stuck, because point-and-click adventures are known for being brutal as far as their difficulty goes, for solving like obtuse sort of puzzles and that. But yeah, the good thing about this game is the hard mode, as you can see, not the casual mode, has some extra scenes in it, because there's extra puzzles in that. So there's scenes in this game that I haven't really necessarily seen yet. So that's really good for replayability, I think. And I think it's also really good for accessibility, because hard mode would just be basically 1990s mode, you know, like, or 1980s mode anyway, because this game's more so emulating Ron Gilbert's original game, Maniac Mansion, in respect of its pixelated graphics, more so than the 90s style, which we'll be seeing the 90s style very soon on this top 10 stream. I'll talk about that later on. So yeah, hard mode is just basically, you know, that's how hard games were. Casual mode is more like, hey, we're living in 2017 and we don't like getting stuck on the same puzzle for like 2 weeks or something like that. So so we're going to give hard mode a go, because I'm not going to complete this again. I wouldn't be able to do it on casual. I think it's got probably about 10 to 15 hours of gameplay from memory. So yeah, we'll give hard mode a go. See how we go. So yeah, it's got this. Yeah. Once again, like I mentioned, like, do you even know what a point and click adventure is? How old are you? Like, you know, this kind of is a good little intro scene to kind of explain how these games work. So you click on different text bits, and then you on the menu, and then you have to use that on different items. So look at, and then that key card, and then the character will maybe walk over there and say something about it, and that. You give commands selecting verbs. Yes, that's what I just explained. These are items, so this is your inventory basically for solving puzzles and that. Yeah, anyway, you kind of get the point, and you can walk around by just clicking on different things, pointing, clicking. You know, that's the whole game. You know, well, that's what these games were like. These were some of my favorite sort of games back in the 90s. Such as Secret Monkey Island, Maniac. Not some. I haven't really played Maniac Mansion, but I played its kind of spiritual sequel, Day of Tentacle, Sam and Max, all those classic sort of games, which you may have heard of. You may not necessarily played. A lot of those games have been remastered by Double Fine now, so you can get modern versions. Actually, I think Grim Fandango is currently free on GOG.com at the time of this recording. So yeah, this game's got roughly about 10 to 15 hours. Yeah, I thought so, of gameplay. If you care about those things, of course. I prefer games to be shorter rather than longer these days. You know, time is money, and so many good games to play out there. I'd rather have a condensed, awesome experience than a stretched out, padded out filler experience. I remember, I think this has voice acting, which means I don't have to read on stream, which is a good thing. If you've been watching the ZedKraze streams and watch me read out dialogue, it's not a pretty sight. We may need a play guide to get through this, but if you're in chat, feel free to help me out with the puzzles. Because I haven't played this game for about...
I fly halfway around the world and an odd note is waiting for me in my hotel room. It says to come to the bridge down by the river. This looks like the place.
So
I could really go for some Wiener Schnitzel after the long walk out here.
I've forgotten what I was saying. Anyway. So we open gate, like that. Talk to Willy. Now the thing is, like, most things have an obvious command, so you usually can hover over something and it will, if you click on it, it will go with the most obvious command.
Are you a victim of the inferior American social support system?
I need some whiskey.
I am supposed to meet someone down here. Have you seen anyone?
Do you have any whiskey?
Sober up, sir.
I'm glad Chuck is dead. Ruined my life.
Wake up, sir. I have to go. Sleep well.
You'll be happy to know I'm getting 60 frames per second on this hardcore graphics. Now, the thing about these games is you just got to look for the tiniest little things often to solve puzzles.
Trestle Trail to Thimbleweed Park. 1.7 miles. I wonder if I can use this rock to put out the light.
So I'm using rock on light.
There! I've completed step 3 of the note. Now for step 4.
Well. Already up to part 2? We're speed running this. No, we're not.
So tell me again why you're here.
I was assigned to the case by the Home Office in Albuquerque.
There is no home office in Albuquerque.
It's neat to know.
Look, I like working a case alone. I especially don't need some junior agent messing up my investigation. Especially some junior agent that thinks I don't know there isn't a home office in Albuquerque. So stay out of my way. Take a lot of notes. Sit back and learn. And I'll wrap up this case and we can both get the hell out of here.
Your reputation certainly precedes you, Agent Ray.
I'll take that as a compliment, Agent Reyes.
It's how it was intended.
I'm sure it was. Let's photograph the victim and head into town to talk to the local sheriff. The body is starting to pixelate.
Body starting to pixelate.
This is going to be a long night.
I always found her voice like it sounded like it'd been recorded maybe a different place to all the other voices in the game.
Appears to be a male, approximately 40 years old. Looks like he's been in the water for 24 hours. You can tell by the pixelation around the nose and neck. Let's see here. There's no wallet in his pockets. But I found a card, possibly a key card from a hotel. It's an empty whiskey bottle. Sounds like someone in the sewer is playing the violin.
I can't remember if this is different to the casual version I played. And this is how you actually switch between the characters as well.
There appears to be a small hole in the back of the head, origins unknown. The hole in the victim. His suit looks tailored, possibly European in design. Appears to be a male, approximately 40 years old. Looks like he's been in the water for 24 hours. You can tell by the pixelation around the nose and neck. There's no wallet in his pockets, but we found a card, possibly a key card from a hotel.
That was the weird thing I think I found with this game. I mean, I figure it's like a bit of an indie shortcut, but I think from memory, these two characters had the same dialogue. So it didn't matter who you would select, they would say the same dialogue.
That old tree is blocking the great entrance. That old tree is blocking. That old tree is blocking the great entrance.
That old.
The trail ends here at this huge rock wall.
And I think
that old tree is blocking the great entrance.
They don't really interact with each other to an extent. Oh no, there we go.
I think we'd better take a photo of that body before it pixelates any further.
Sure, I never would have thought of that.
Do you happen to have a camera on you?
I do. I come prepared.
Well, I need to get back to solving this case.
It's an instant camera, but there's no film in it.
Ah. Well, has he got film? Yes, he has. I guess in some ways this is almost like a tutorial level bit. So we will give the Polaroid film to Ray.
Like I don't have enough to carry already.
And then we will use the Polaroid film with the camera. Because that's how it rolls in these sort of old school point and click adventures. Use Polaroid camera on corpse.
Smile. Now we can head into town and find the local sheriff.
Of course, my cat comes into the stream, screaming away. How do we walk to town then? There we go. A tuna can.
Is an empty can of Crockford's tuna heads, the good parts.
Ah, yes. Those characters. Because that's what, you know, that's what these games are all about. Characters,
It's a
really.
circus flyer with a crazy-looking clown on it. Pretty good makeup, though.
Signals are very strong tonight.
What signals?
The signals. Signals are very strong tonight.
Why are you dressed like a giant pigeon?
We're the Pigeon Brothers Plumbing. I'm Beth. That's my sister Emily. Hi there! But remember, signals are very strong tonight.
Why brothers, if you're sisters?
Dad was expecting to have sons, and he was too cheap to have the van repainted. So we're just rolling with it till he's dead. Oh, soon. Shut up, Emily. Signals are very strong tonight.
I wasn't really expecting this stream to have added cat vocals.
Yes, you already said that. But what signals?
I'm just screwing with you. Dark night, deserted road, me in a giant pigeon costume. It was too good to pass up. But the signals are strong tonight. Very strong.
You almost ran over a federal agent. That's a felony.
Sorry about that. Like I said, the signals are very strong tonight.
Do you know anything about the body by the bridge?
Why is it whenever a dead body is found, suspicion always falls to the person dressed as a giant bird?
Hey, if the beak fits.
We don't know anything about a dead body, but the signals are strong tonight. Very strong.
This is really odd. Should I save my game?
I wouldn't worry about it. The game was expertly designed to have no dead ends or death. Yet still be scary and have a sense of tension. You can feel safe exploring whatever you want. But I'd watch out for the signals. They can be very strong and disrupt the power grid.
This game often breaks the sort of fourth wall in regards to, you know, the fact that you're playing a game.
I think I've had enough of you. I need to find the sheriff and solve a murder.
Nice talking to you too. Beep. Whack. Beep.
I feel like that in some ways is a hint to save a game. Oh, that's right. That would mean actually going over my previous saves. I might just go without saves. Just keep auto saves.
Boop. Waz. Squeak. Woo.
Hey, a bottle.
Wait for me.
Hint flyer. Now, I think this wasn't in the casual version of the game.
It says, need help playing Thimbleweed Park. Call the fully automated Hinttron 3000 at 4468. Interesting.
That's cool. It's kind of a bit of a hark back to like back in the 90s and that, where if you got stuck on a game you had like a hint hotline that you had to have to call up to. I don't think I've ever done that. Oh, and here comes the cat. But yeah, and it was freaking expensive. Like I think it was, you know, $5 a minute or some crap. Like yeah, it was nuts. So yeah, I think the cat wants to play the game. He's literally right where my mouse is. We literally got cat ass on a stream right now. Go on down, down. I'm not good with cats. I'm a dog person. So can we take like the hint thing with us? Let's try picking it up.
Better leave it be.
Alright, so it was 4468,
It says,
wasn't it? I wonder if that was originally there or they put it in later.
Howdy, I'm the Thimbleweed Park Sheriff. I don't remember calling the Federinos. That's what you are, feds? Hard to miss the government issue suits.
damn straight, we're the feds.
Whoa! Hold your horse-a-rinos. No need to get snippy. Looks like you heard about our little murder-reno out by the bridge, huh?
There is nothing little about murder, sir.
Ignore him. He's new.
No sense in wasting everyone's time, Reno. This cutscene is starting to get long, and it's only gonna get longer. Let's find the coroner and get you on your way. Wrestling starts at 8.
I hope he's talking about on TV.
The coroner is waiting for you in his office. Come see me when you're done. I apologize, Reno, for all the lights being off. We don't stay open as long as you city slickerinos do at night.
Even for a murder?
Especially for murder.
That makes no sense.
Are we authorized to shoot people arenos?
In many ways I don't like that character Ray, but yeah, that was alright. if you're not used to this sort of graphics, the graphics probably seems quite basic in some ways. But actually, this is a more advanced version of what the original game is. I think it was originally kickstarted, and the original graphics were much more basic, much more in line with the original Maniac Mansion quality. But this kind of they took it up a bit with a lot of the lighting effects in particular, I feel.
The inscription says, Pillowtronics, the brain of our city.
Now, a bit of a joke in game for this, for people that understand these sort of games. There was a thing where you were looking for just one tiny little thing on a screen to be able to solve a puzzle, and they used to call it something like pixel hunting and that. So what you got in this is a walk to like pick up the speck of dust, and you can collect these specks of dust. I think there's a certain amount you can collect, and that might unlock an achievement of some sort. But yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of old school references in it that I'm probably going to go over the head of a lot of people that don't play these sort of games.
I'm the Thimbleweed Park coroner. Welcome to the future, Who. Oh, these are the latest in crime-fighting computers made by Pillowtronics, Inc. This is all probably pretty advanced, even for the Fedahoos.
Oh, do enlighten us.
Ooh, I love your sarcastic humor, Who, Agent Ray.
It's not humor.
There you go again.
We're interested in any help your computers can give us. They look marvelous.
Yes, happy to explain. So happy to explain, Who. Yeah, you might want to take notes.
Already on it.
Alright.
Tell us about the Bloodtron 3000.
This is the Bloodtron 3000. Put 2 bloody objects in and it will match the blood type, printing out a report to Who.
Tell us about the Fingertron 3000.
Right-a-reno, the Fingertron 3000. Insert a fingerprint registry of known criminals and a fingerprint from the murder weapon on fingerprint tape, and it will do a match-a-who.
Oh, tell us about the Facetron 3000.
The Facetron 3000. Or, as I like to call it...
Let me guess. The Face Areno?
No, that's what the sheriff calls it. You city folka who crack me up. Just insert 2 pictures of an individual and it will verify a positive match.
Aren't you the Sheriff Areno?
Oh my, no. no, Who. Well, people say there is some resemblance around the eyes. But we're as different as peas of who's in a pot of who. Plus, the sheriff has that annoying Areno he adds to everything. You'll never hear me doing that, Who.
Sure, whatever.
Did you use these computers to investigate the Pillow Factory fire?
Oh, sure did. 4 computers positively showed the fire was caused by the factory guard. No doubt a who about it.
Could the computers have been wrong about the fire?
Not these computers. Oh, the state-of-the-art Who computers made by Pillowtronics. Absolutely infallible.
Isn't there a conflict of interest with Pillowtronics and the fire?
Whoa, now. Pillowtronics and its founder, Chuck, are above reproach. Chuck built this town and was a computer and pillow genius. Are the feds looking into this case? It was solved 20 years ago.
No, he's just curious. He's a Pillow Factory fire buff. He's got a CompuServe chat room and everything.
Fascinating stuff. I think we've heard enough. This is all very impressive, sir. This should cut hours of our investigation.
Go see the sheriff in his office for a full explanation of the amazing Arrestron 3000. I have some paperwork to do, Who. Oh, almost forgot. These Tron machines are fully voice-activated, so if you need any information, just talk to them. It's like we're living in the futuristic year of 2017.
Hey, reference
I hate
there.
this town.
Let's investigate these Tron machines, then go see the sheriff and get out of here.
Chewy Caramel Center. Ugh. I don't want to pick that up. Awarded to Dr. Mort E. Shun by Sheriff Crook. I don't want to pick that up. It's empty. It's empty. There's a fingerprint kit here. It's empty.
Oh, did we already pick up? Oh, they just took it straight away.
It's a medical skeleton. Ugh. Smells awful.
I like how they got this skeleton. It's got this large head and a smaller body, but
Maybe they should call it Vampire Tron. Insert a fingerprint registry of known criminals plus a fingerprint from the murder weapon on fingerprint tape. The Fingertron 3000 will check if they match and print out a report. Fully voice activated. Stop reading and start talking. Insert 2 photos of an individual and the Facetron 3000 will verify a positive match and print out a report. Fully voice activated. Stop reading and start talking. Insert a blood sample taken from a body along with a bloody object. The Bloodtron 3000 will confirm a positive match and issue a report. Fully voice activated.
find the murder weapon, fingerprint the murder weapon, get the Fingertron report, find ID for the victim in hotel, get Facetron report, take a blood swab from the body, find suspicious item with blood on it, get Bloodtron report, put 3 reports in a restaurant. It's that easy. But is it?
Hello again, Agent Arenos. Hopefully the coroner fills you in on our state-of-the-art Areno computers.
That's some very serious computing power you've got there.
Yes, sir, Areno. It's all state-of-the-art computer Renos from Pillowtronics. Absolutely infallible.
You're also the coroner, right?
Oh, my, no. Ha ha! No, Areno. People say there is some resemblance around the eyes, but we're as different as peas Arenos in a pot Areno. Plus, the coroner has that annoying ahoo he adds to everything. You'll never hear me doing that, Areno.
The coroner said something about the Arrestron?
Yes, the Arrestron 3000. The last step in a fully computerized Areno arrest. The final link in the chain of a guaranteed conviction Areno. Every detail Areno analyzed and verified by computer.
Moving on.
Right, sorry, Areno, I get carried away sometimes. This is the big bad boy Areno you've been hearing about. The Arrestron 3000. Just feed 3 reports from other Tron machines into this, and it issues a 100% Areno valid arrest warrant. Yeah, these machines are the reason we need only 1 law enforcement officer Areno. Chuck said that computers will soon put us all out of work, allowing for a full life of luxury.
Who is this Chuck we keep hearing about?
Sadly, Chuck passed away a few days ago. There was a big service out at the cemetery, Areno. Oh, the entire town showed up, which isn't surprising for the hero of Thimbleweed County. We'll talk more about Chuck later. I need to run Areno and check on a disturbance call out at the old circus. Probably that stupid clown Areno again.
Oh yeah, so there's
Looks like
multiple
we need to go
characters
talk to the rest of the weirdos that live in this town.
We should split up. It will be faster.
You cooling your heels in the local diner would also make things go faster.
If we follow agency questioning protocols, this shouldn't take long.
Just don't mess anything up. I want to get out of here as fast as possible.
Agreed.
It's a police radio. Looks like it's on and ready to use. Breaker 19. Breaker. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer due. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. A bicycle built for two.
What?
Attention, all units. Enough screwing around. I've got a case to solve.
I mean, it's often the case, but I actually find these
Wanted,
main characters
Pickle
not
Bill and the Cucumber Gang.
not as good as the side characters, more so.
Wanted, Shady Jane and the Sunshine Gang. Just a bunch of... There's a fingerprint book here. Just a bunch of files. Just a bunch of files. Just a bunch of files. It's turned off.
We interrupt our hostile takeover non-stop music with this important message. The government is brainwashing you with secret transmissions. We just don't know where they are coming from. And now back to our special hostile takeover song.
Pigeon Brothers.
It's a bag full of plumber tools.
No time to talk. We have to fix this slight leak.
Good gating of the game, eh?
Can I do anything to help?
Well, the Hydrantron's tube is obviously burned out.
We could use a new one. A WC-67?
Yeah, we're out of that size.
Must have been the signals.
Yes, the signals. No time to talk.
We have to fix this slight leak.
What caused the leak?
Well, the Hydrantron's tube is obviously burned out.
We could use a new one. A WC-67?
Yeah, we're out of that size.
Must have been the signals.
Yes, the signals.
Yeah. Need to get a tube. Tube from the tube store. Oh, it's another hint flyer.
It says, need help playing Thimbleweed Park. Call the fully automated Hinttron 3...
Well, luckily those signs all around the place to remind you what the number is.
It says, after 34 years of serving the Thimbleweed County area, we had to close our doors. We should have listened to Chuck. Transistors are a dead-end path. Tubes are the future. Thank you, our loyal
Tubes.
customers.
I say tubes, you say tubes. Yeah, I mean, the pixel art, you know, is quite interesting in the sort of old school way, but it's the lighting, I think, that really sets it off, so I think they made the right decision with adding the lighting in and that.
The doors are locked, and nobody's inside.
The music's quite good.
Welcome to the S&D Diner. Hey, just so you know, that article in the Thimbleweed Nickel about botulism was a smear job. So, what can I do for you, honey?
I'm a federal agent. Know anything about the dead body?
Not too much, just scuttlebutt from the morning breakfast crowd. And I don't want to get into trouble, especially with a crazy person like him.
You're not talking about me, are you?
Shut up, Dave.
Now this game could have quite easily probably been done with an existing engine of some sort, but it's actually an original engine. Like Ron Gilbert and the team created their own specific engine for this, so that they could, I guess, probably, you know, get exactly what they want rather than something near it. You know, have full control.
Don't screw with the feds. Tell us what you know.
Okay, honey, but you didn't hear this from me. I'd look into that crazy clown that lives out at the old circus. He's been out there since the circus closed down years ago. Never takes his makeup off. He's got serial killer written all over him. It all happened about 9 or 10 years ago. Ransom the Jerk was the featured act at Stupendous Brothers Circus. He was about ready to go on stage and meet his well-earned doom.
Big night tonight. Full house after my raunchiest Tonight Show appearance. I really got Johnny good, that little jackwad. It's his own fault for not being able to take a joke. I better get ready to go on stage and insult the crap out of these Thimbleweed idiots. I just need to fix my hair, put on my makeup and clown nose, find my joke book.
So obviously this is one of the other characters. I was going to say other clowns. So this is Ransom the Clown. And I like how it kind of segues to it through this dream sequence. Well, not dream sequence, but what memory sequence would you call it?
It's a prototype Ransom the Clown doll. It's a perfect likeness of me. Well, maybe the nose is a bit too big. Ouch! That's tight, but it'll have to do. Glad I only have to wear it for a couple of hours. My hair's all frizzy, and I'm not wearing my special Ransom clown makeup. I can't go on like this. Get your meanest clown of 1977 and 1978. Ransom the Clown. My circus poster featuring the amazing Ransom the Clown. That's me, face. It's an IOU. I, Carney Joe, loan Ransom the Clown $1,000 and will hold his joke book hostage until I gets paid. It says, need help playing Thimbleweed Park? Call the fully automated Hintron 3000 trademark at 4468. What the? What the hell is this? The number of stars over my makeup mirror. The number of trophies I have. The number of kids that Carney Joe has. Must have written it when I was on a bender. It's my lawyer's business card. My housekeeper does a pretty good job of keeping this place clean.
Ransom, I'm glad I caught you before you went on stage.
Autographs are $100.
Ransom, I'm your business manager and lawyer. I don't want your autograph.
Okay, 50 then.
I just wanted to let you know that your mistress is waiting at your house in Aspen, and your private jet is being fueled and ready to whisk you there when the show is over. Also, we have a deal worth millions to license a line of toddler Ransom the Clown talking insult dolls.
Did you get the liability clause waived?
Correct. They will assume all liability when the kids grow up to be beepholes.
Good. Toddlers start out as it's not my fault they end up that way. Okay, fine. $25.
I should have been a dentist.
You.
Alright, gotta get joke book, gotta go see Carney Joe back, get my joke book back, get my clown fro looking beeping great, apply my beeping awesome costume makeup, go on stage and sold that beep out of those idiots. Wow, a mime.
Well,
that's
you.
what we need.
Go yourself. Off. Well, you. What a easy job. Just stand and wave. It's my Ransom the Clown swear jar with 138 bucks in it. My contract states that I'm the only one who's allowed to swear. Anyone else caught swearing has to pay up. Now just take the big bucks. It's exactly 138 bucks in unmarked bills. It must be that other clown's hat. I don't do hats. This goop keeps my clown fro erect. Can't have a limp clown fro or anything else. Ooh, my clown fro looks great now.
Clown fro. Is that what I've got? Have I got a clown fro? Possibly. Alright, clown fro is looking good. Gotta get that makeup on and
It's my special custom-made clown makeup. I am tired of putting it on every night. Sure as wish there were a more permanent variety. Now there's the face I love.
Alright, that should leave the joke book.
That's not gonna work.
Win big today. You got my money, Clowny?
That's Ransom the Clown, asswipe.
Okay, you got my money, Ransom the asswipe clown? 1,000 clams or you're not getting your joke book back. It serves you right for playing the duckies.
I have your money.
Oh, so you decided to pay up.
Yeah, here's your money. Now where's my joke book?
Wait, are you messing with me? That's only 138 bucks in interest. Where's the grand you owe me?
Thought you'd settle for less. Beggars can't be choosers.
Oh, yeah? Well, I choose to hang on to your joke book till I get the full 1,138 bucks. Now, beggar off. Here, take a shot at the You got my money, Ransom the asswipe clown?
I need my joke book. The crowd's waiting for me.
I told you before, you ain't getting it till I get the 1,000 bucks you owe me for the duckies. Plus, $138 in interest.
Where the am I gonna get that kind of dough? I have a show to do. 138 bucks in interest, you loan shark. You are putting a squeeze on me.
Not my problem.
So, how's the
I don't
old
quite
ball
remember
and
how
chain
you
kids,
actually
huh?
do this part.
My wife's doing fine,
it's
no
not
thanks
true.
to you. And so are the 6
Not
kids.
true, the ZedKraze's mascot.
But they still cries themselves to sleep every night after that scare you gave them.
You, I'm out of here.
Step right this way. Win
It's been
big
quite an
today.
interesting stream so far. First the cat, now the dog.
It's fresh out of that crappy popcorn. Must be a huge crowd in the big top.
Get 1,138 bucks. I thought it was only 1,000. I feel like there's something to do with the popcorn machine from memory. We can't swap to the other characters at this point, so...
I don't have time to leave the circus. I have to get ready for my act. I can't walk in through the main entrance like a tuna-headed pleb. I'm Ransom the Clown. I need to... I can't go on stage without my joke book. I might forget my best lines without it.
Let's try the phone. Maybe we can use that hint line and see what happens. Because this is an operational phone. Later on there's this telephone book where you can phone different numbers and get voicemails from like all Kickstarter backers.
Welcome to the fully automated Hintron 3000 system. We aim to make your experience playing Thimbleweed Park easier. If you're ever stuck on a puzzle or don't know what to do, phone us. The hints here will change depending on which part you are currently playing. If you can find a hint you're looking for, it's because you don't need to solve it right now. You can always just hang up when you're done. My feelings won't be hurt much. How can I help you? There is a different place you need to search to find more money.
There is a different place to search for money. Well, it certainly ain't giving it away, is it? Well, Nitro.
Where would you hide a lot of money?
Under the bed, perhaps.
Thank you. Goodbye.
It's good that it has that. I don't think it was in the casual one. I think it's only in the hardcore mode. Good thing about this game is you can just play it with one hand using the mouse. The other can be used for patting your dog.
Very cozy. My maid changed the sheets today. No time for a nap. I have to go on stage. No time for a nap. I have to go on stage.
Open the door.
I can't open that. No time for a nap. I have to go. No time for a nap. I have to go on stage.
Where would you keep money? If it wasn't there, then where? Hey, Pinotto, how's it going? Yes, Nitro is just here. You can just see the top of his head. Seems to be quite happy just sitting here. Oh man, this is the thing about these sort of games is you can just kind of get stuck for quite a while, even with hints. Where you going, Nitro? There's Nitro. Where else in this game would there be? I mean, it has been like about 10 months since I played this game, so I don't think you'd keep money in a mine, but let's push the mine. Well, that did something.
Grandson, you idiot! Why did you push me? Oh! Hey, you owe $5 to my swear jar.
Ransom, you jerk! Ransom, you're a total... Ransom, you jerk! Ransom, you jerk!
I didn't do that last time I played this game, I don't think.
I'll get you, Ransom the Clown! Ransom, you're a total... I'll get you, Ransom the Clown! Ransom, you're a total... Ransom, you're a
No, you can't
total...
do anything more with that. I've
Ransom,
got an
you're a
achievement unlocked for
total-
that called Beephole
I'll steal
Mine.
your clown nose again, that's what I'll do!
Yeah, I've started my countdown, my top 10, and yes, it was difficult. Like, I mean, I probably settled on this list for a month or two, or probably actually a month, because yeah, I've obviously gotten the Switch recently, so that added some games to the list, or maybe not. Made me reconsider some, you know. So yeah, there's definitely been some games that have missed out that I would still class as awesome games from this year, so I may write a blog post on ZedKraze.com about that at some point.
Nothing's inside. I've checked. Move along, move along.
What have we got here? I mean, I know the storyline mostly of this game. I still remember that, but actually completing it again, like trying to remember puzzles. Well, keep in mind this is the more difficult mode of it, so yeah.
I can't go on stage without my joke book. I might forget my best lines without it.
Where would you keep the... Where would you keep money? I would have thought under the bed, like, was going to be the answer there, but... Nitro is making things quite harder.
It must be that other clown's hat. I don't do hats. I don't wear hats.
That's the thing about streaming a game like this. If you get really stuck, it doesn't make for a very interesting stream in many ways. Maybe let's just go to the hint line and... I mean, we're just trying to show this game. I have completed the casual mode version before.
Welcome back to the Hintron 3000. How can I help you? Perhaps Ransom has a safe place in his trailer somewhere?
Yeah, I figured that would be under his bed.
Ransom has a secret wall safe in his trailer. Find it.
Okay. That should be enough.
Thank you. Goodbye.
The safe. Maybe it's behind something. Like a poster or something. Down you go. So have you played this game, Peanut Doll? Have you even heard of it before? Have you played any point-and-click adventures? Yes, that was a dog, not Gibbous. That was Nitro. I'm gonna say we open this poster. No, not
I
trophies.
can't open that. It came off the wall.
There we go.
It's my locked safe where I keep all my money. Let's see if I can remember this combination.
Oh crap, we need to know the combination. Well, we don't know that part yet.
Okay now. And finally... Well, that didn't...
Find information about my safe combination. Yes, how are we gonna figure that out now? I don't feel like this was in the casual mode. Yeah, well, there's not been a heck of a lot of point-and-click adventures. Oh, sorry. Since the 90s, you know. I mean, there has, but not many that have actually grabbed much attention. really this game and a few others in recent times have been a bit of a revival of the genre in many ways as far as making it through to the mainstream. But that's partly because it's like the original point-and-click adventure creators have been working on these games, so...
I look marvelous. Ready to knock 'em dead. I glued them to the table so no one can steal them.
What would our safe code be? Have we got any hints here? Look at IOU.
It's an IOU. Ransom the clown lost $1,000 to me, Carney Joe, and I will hold his joke book hostage. The number of stars over my makeup mirror. The number of trophies I have. The number of kids that Carney Joe has.
Ah. That's code. So number 2. 2 is the second number. We need how many kids Carney Joe has. And how many stars above the mirror.
I think my stilts are broken. Ransom, you're a total...
There's 2. 2 stars. So it's 2, 2, and then whatever... how many kids Carney Joe has. Well, this game, if you guys don't know, is by Ron Gilbert, who's one of the, I'd say, one of the grandfathers of this genre. He made Maniac Mansion, Secret Monkey Island, you know, those classics.
Lots of prizes. You got my money, ransomed the asswipe clown?
How many kids do you say you have?
I have 6 kids. Why?
Oh, nothing.
So it's 226.
You, I'm out of here.
But do you have to know which directions to do them?
I can't get up. I'll get you, Ransom the Clown.
Yeah, I guess, you know, yeah, you're right. Not Gibbous, like Machinarium, Penny Arcade, point and click. There is quite a few out there. Maybe it's just more so I haven't taken notice of them and they haven't necessarily gotten reviews and stuff of things like.
It's my locked safe where I keep all my money. Let's see if I can remember this combination.
Okay, turn left 2.
Okay now.
Turn right 2.
And finally.
And turn left 6.
Tough.
There we go. We did it.
Next time I'm setting it to 1, 2, 3. That's a load of moolah.
Yeah, that restarting thing, like if you've...
I can't get up. I think my stilts are broken.
I think like Lucas Arts point and click ventures were, you know, a bit more player friendly.
Right this way.
Sierra games, you could actually die in those games, and I think it took you back a bit.
Take a shot at the target.
So I'm talking about like games like Police Quest, Space Quest, King's Quest, any quest game
today.
basically.
You got my money, ransomed the asswipe clown?
I have your money. $1,000 plus interest.
Oh, so you decided to pay up?
Yeah, well, not much choice. Now where's my joke book?
Yeah, the jokes all suck. So how'd you get to be so famous with jokes like these?
Yeah? What do you know about being funny?
About as much as you do, which is nothing. Now scram, Clowny. You're scaring the customers. Yeah, take a shot at the target.
Alrighty. Now we can go do our act, which should finish this section.
Hello, faces. I'm Ransom, the insult clown. I hope no one gets their feelings hurt easily, and if you do, it's your own fault for not being able to take a joke. You guys love that pillow factory. It's the lamest claim to fame a town has ever had. Paris has the Eiffel Tower, New York has the Statue of Liberty, and Thimbleweed Park has a pillow factory. You better hope to God that feather pillows never go out of style. You're all a bunch of inbred freaks. Don't try to deny it, because I've seen the sheriff, coroner, and the hotel manager. The low IQ, the weird speech patterns, the same ugly face. If that ain't just one weirdo, somebody definitely their sister. Hey you, lady with a huge nose. I say lady, but your beak suggests you're a toucan. You shouldn't have bought tickets for the show tonight, Toots. You should be saving your money for a rhinoplasty.
All these characters, well not all of them, but most of them I think, if not all of them, are actually from the town in the game, yeah. They're not just random sort of fill-ins, if you will.
Hey you, dude with the stupid mustache. You think you look like Magnum P.I.? A 70s porn star called. He wants his mustache back. Hey you, ugly old lady with the hairy mole. Or is it your parasitic twin? Whatever it is, I hope you bought a separate ticket. Because if it's big enough to ride the roller coaster by itself, it's not freeloading in my audience.
You will be forever sorry for what you've just said. I curse you to never be able to remove your makeup and to roam these circus grounds until the end of time.
He went on for another 2 hours, insulting everyone he could. Some people laughed because they thought it was funny, but most laughed because they were uncomfortable, and laughing is the best way to hide from the embarrassment of others. But after the show, in his dressing room, there wasn't gonna be any laughter.
Ha! I killed tonight! One of my best shows ever! I hope that ugly old lady with a curse breaks a hip on the way home. Now to get this makeup off, hop on my private jet and go see my mistress Cindy in Aspen, yeah. What the? This makeup isn't coming off! You old lady! You up the... You... Come on!
As much as he tried, his makeup wouldn't come off. That old lady wasn't just any old lady. She was Madame Morena, mistress of the dark arts. When she curses you, it's not an empty threat. Something Ransom was just now finding out.
This makeup and that old... My lady!
Ransom, I've got some bad news.
What do you want, you bald, greedy little... Can't you see I'm having a problem? Grab a tissue and some rubbing alcohol and help me, you...
Your private jet crashed while trying to land. Your wife found out about your mistress and she's taking everything you own except the house in Aspen. There was a fire in Aspen and your house burned to the ground. The toy and doll licensing deal is dead and they're suing you for breach. And one more thing. I quit.
What?
And go beep yourself.
And that's why Ransom the Clown is such a creep. And you should go arrest him for murder.
That's an interesting story. We'll go check up on him.
Go talk to Ransom the Clown. And there is a thing with these hot dogs later on, but I can't remember what.
Looks awful. Not like the New York dogs I'm used to. I'll have one of these hot dogs.
Good choice, honey. We're trying to move him out. Let me get that for you. Eat up, hun, while it's still hot.
Oh my. That is the worst hot dog I've ever eaten. I, gotta go. I feel better now.
Hey, there's one of those specs that you can collect. Let's head back down there. Pick that up. Donk. Kidnapped. I think that can happen to either character. I think of these two. Because as you can see, their to-do list is like shared. Like, so these two characters in many ways are the same character. Like, I'm not saying like that's some mystery thing. Like, it's just the way this game behaves. It treats both of those characters as the same. So they have the same lines. So regardless of who you're controlling, the main difference is like you don't have the same inventories. So
No time to talk. We have to fix this slight leak.
Gotta go. I've got a murder to solve.
Don't touch our Wrenchtron 3000. Only someone like me with the proper training can handle it.
That looks like Agent Ray's notebook. I hope she's okay. Definitely Agent Ray's notebook. I will of course refrain from perusing its contents. Agent Protocol.
I can't remember if I got her kidnapped or him kidnapped last time, but
pretty disgusting.
I reckon him, because I reckon I played as him because I found him slightly less annoying than the female character Ray.
ThimbleCon 87. It's opening later tonight at the hotel.
Hello, Reno. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is quite annoying. No, sir. Yes, sir. They have been taken care of. Yes, sir. Permanently. Oh, yes, sir. Violently. No, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, wrestling was quite good tonight. Goodbye, sir.
Wrestling? I don't remember there being anything about wrestling in this game before.
Oh, no way am I going to look in there. I can smell it from Save's trees. Huh, I look good.
There's a smiley there.
Employees must always wash their hands. Lots of super absorbent paper on this roll.
Yeah, we need that to get the blood sample actually, so...
That's a huge toilet. Seems out of scale. Ugh, they're all used up. Ugh, they're all used up.
Yeah. Bah.
All the lights are out. It must be broken. The instructions say insert coupon for movie. It's an I'm sorry for forgetting your birthday card. That's sweet. It's an I'm sorry your hamster died card. Oh no. It's an I'm sorry for being a dick card. It's an I'm sorry you're feeling like a beep card. Jeez. It's an I'm sorry your face won't come off card. There's a picture of a clown with a lot of hair. It's an I'm sorry you were cut out of the inheritance card. If I had
Cool
something
cards,
to
yeah.
mail, this might work.
Actually, speaking of cards, I actually have, because Ron Gilbert actually came to PAX last year. I didn't actually get to talk to him, but I didn't specifically talk to someone from the studio, but someone from the studio with him was actually handing out sort of collectible cards from the game. So you actually got to randomly select a couple. I've got a couple of those cards. I'm not sure where they are, but yeah. I figure those are kind of collector items
If I had
later
something
on.
to mail, this might work. It looks hungry. I don't have an extra finger though.
Take it. It was a sample from a traveling animal repellent salesman, but I doubt if it actually works. I wouldn't want to find out. Welcome to Quickie Pal. Can I help you find anything?
There aren't any maps left.
Sorry, little dude. The sheriff came by a bit ago and nabbed all the maps. Didn't even pay for them. Something about immature dominion or something like that. Hi there, I'm Quickie Pal Leonard. How can I help you?
I'm Junior Special Agent Reyes.
I'm not Holden, if that's what you're thinking.
Check out the rat in the front here, just having a sleep.
Do you know anything about the body by the river?
No, but I heard the sheriff nearly ralphed when he saw it. The only bods I've seen lately are the righteous babes at the top shelf of the magazine rack.
Let's not go there. Have you seen anyone acting suspiciously around town?
Actually, now you mention it, I did see something suspicious a couple of nights ago. I was on the late shift getting ready to close up and grab some za when Willie the town bum walks in. Was totally whack when I think about it.
Why did Willie seem suspicious to you?
Well, normally we have to toss him out because the dude smells grody and he never has any money. But for the first time in forever, bro pulls out this wallet and flashes a fat stack of dead presidents. I thought it was kind of bitchin' when he bought out the liquor cabinet.
Could the wallet you saw have belonged to Willie?
Oh, no way. That wallet was his. I figured he got lucky and found it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But come to think of it, I'm pretty sure the wallet had some weird red stains on it. At the time, I thought it was the cherry mouthwash he drinks, but it could have been blood.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Leonard.
Dude, how do you know my name? Are you like telepathic or something?
No. You just told me your name, and it's also on your name tag. Do you like your job here at the Quickie Pal?
Heck yeah! I got a freaking sweet deal here with free coffee and minimum wage. Plus, I don't get many customers on the late shift, so I get plenty of time to think.
These flickering lights are going to drive me insane.
Yeah, it's a trip, isn't it? Oh, they're even better if you get a little toked up and, I mean, yes, officer, I'll get those fixed right away.
You said you get a lot of time to think.
I'm like an abstract thinker, way ahead of the curve, man. My mom says I should be more like my cousin Bernard, who got a scholarship to MIT. But why be like that dweeb when I could be like Chuck Edmund?
Tell me about Chuck.
He's my freaking hero, man. Dude never went to college. Just started building his machines when he was a kid. That guy made this town rich just by doing what he loved.
You seem to really admire Chuck.
That's why I
There is a lot
dropped
of
out of
talk in
high
this
school.
game.
I don't
At
want
least
to
this
live my
voice
life
actor, you
for
know,
the
unlike, say,
man,
Pi, for
like some
example.
peon in a polyester cage. No offense.
None taken. What do you think about the state of the town?
Just ignore the losers who say this town is over. I mean, not even. We got everything a person could ever need here in the Quickie Pal for one.
I'm going to look around your store.
Alright.
I'm here to serve.
Don't think there's
Do
anything
you know
else
my
we can really
cousin
do
Bernie?
here at this point.
I haven't seen Agent Ray for a while. Wonder what... I'd play if it were a sure thing.
Alright, we can go up that way, but I think we'd want to look at this.
Looks pretty dark down there. I can't see anything there, but it's pretty stinky. This grate is both bolted and welded shut. No way I'm going to open it.
Walk to Vista. Alta Vista. So here you can see the rest of the town. There's the circus. There's this hotel over here. Can't remember what that is. I think you get blocked off here by the officer, sheriff.
Whoa there, little Agent Reno. You can't just go bumbling around the county without a map. It's too easy to get lost. There is a killerino on the loose.
I'm a federal agent. I can take care of myself.
And a darn fine agent, I'm sure of. But we have laws around here, and everyone is required to have an official map.
A map? Seriously?
Oh, yes, and not just any map, but an official map.
And where would I find this official map?
Well, the county is plumberino out of them. I guess this really messes up your investigation. I'm sure the head office will understand, Reno. Shall I mark the case as unsolved?
Not a chance. The feds never give up.
I see.
Aren't there some donuts that need eating?
Well, you got me there. Oh, those donuts aren't going to eat themselves. But we have laws around here, and everyone is required to have an official map.
I'm a federal agent. I can take care of myself.
And a darn fine agent, I'm sure of. But we have laws around here, and everyone is required to have an official map.
Yeah, you're right. I'll head back to town and find a map.
Ooh, donuts do sound good.
Alright, so we're gonna get a map, as has been made very obvious. And of course, he took all the rest of the maps. Trying to think, where is the map? Let's go back this way and see if we can find a map.
Filled to the brim with smelly trash.
We'll play this game for about another half an hour roughly, Thimbleweed Park, and then we'll begin on to number 9, which, yeah, I kind of announced on Twitter and Facebook already, but yeah, If you don't know, I'll keep it a surprise for now. We'll do it as a separate stream as well, so while it'll be also tonight, I'll just take a 1-minute break in between and swap over games and do it as a separate stream so we can have it as separate videos in the archives and that.
It's already slightly open. I'm not going to open it anymore. Way too smell, filled to the brim with smelly trash. It's a dime, just lying there. The pet store is for rent. Guess no one around here has any pets.
Ricky's Cake, a parody of Ricky Lake from the 90s.
Hey there! Let's go over to the counter where we can talk. Alrighty now.
Based on your sign, I was kind of expecting this place to be a bakery.
Sorry about that, hon. This used to be Ricky's Cakes, but now we sell vacuum tubes.
Sounds like an interesting turn of events. Anyway, I'm Special Agent Reyes. I have some questions for you.
Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Ricky Lee, and I'm the proprietor of this little store. What can I do for you, hon?
Tommy Wiseau a bit.
I'm looking for a tube.
We have lots of tubes here. Over 3,000 different makes and models. Do you know the 2-letter model identifier?
What was it again? I think it's
And what
WC.
is the make number?
67?
Oh, did one of the Hydrantron tubes burn out again?
Yes.
Oh, yes. The Pigeon Brothers need one right away.
Okay, I'll put it on the town's account. I'll get one for you, hun. You just wait right there. I'll be back before you know it.
Can't believe I remembered that.
Here you go. Give the pigeons my regards.
Alright. Let's head back and give that to the pigeons. Oh, there's a speck.
No time to talk.
Where can Agent Ray be?
We have to fix this slight leak.
I'd really like to explore A Street.
Street's closed until we fix this leak.
I got your WC67 tube.
Thank you. All fixed.
Here's our card in case you need any more plumbing help.
We'll just clean up here and be gone soon. No time to talk.
We have to tidy up and split like a wishbone.
Yeah, little pigeon humor.
Ooh, another cutscene. What is this, eh? Hey, that was a speck there. I feel like I wouldn't have gotten that last time. Pick it up. It's not letting me.
I can't reach that.
What do you mean you can't reach it?
I can't reach that.
Yeah, there. It's not like we're going to collect them all up again. No, we'll go in here. There's quite a few places in this town. Bleh.
Welcome to the Thimbleweed Nickel. 8 years of experience and 2 degrees in journalism tells me you're a Fed.
I guess nothing gets by the press.
You spend as much time as I have dealing with law enforcement. You get a second sense of this stuff. Plus the cheap suits. Mostly the cheap suits.
What's the deal with your sheriff? Seems kind of odd-orino.
He is an oddball, but so is everyone around here. And it's only gotten worse since Chuck died.
Chuck Edmund?
Chuck Edmund, the pillow magnate. He pretty much ran this town since the 50s and owns the giant pillow factory. Well, owned. He died a few days ago. His niece Dolores and her sister Lenore stand to inherit a fortune if they'll just stop fighting.
What else do you know about Chuck?
He started the pillow factory with his brother Franklin in the late 30s to make pillows for the war effort. Pillows win wars was their slogan. The factory and Chuck were the center of the Thimbleweed social scene of the 50s.
Go on.
Chuck invested millions in automation and became an expert in AI.
Agricultural investment?
Artificial intelligence. Computers that can think. He started automating the whole town. People tell me it was like living in the future. That's one of his machines over there, the Copytron 3000. Then...
Tell me more.
The big pillow factory fire happened and killed several workers, and the whole place was shut down. Many blamed the fire on over-automation and computer error. But I think Chuck manipulated the sheriff, and it was blamed on the security guard on duty at the time. But it was too late. Chuck was disgraced, and the factory's been closed for years. A dark shell of abandoned machinery.
What do you know about the pillow factory security guard?
Not much. He died in the fire and was blamed for the whole thing. But I have my doubts. I just need some evidence, and I can finish my big story and expose the whole thing.
We're here investigating the murder. Know anything?
Not much. Just what I heard over the police scanner. Body found in the river. I'll send my best reporter to check it out in the morning. Know who my best reporter is?
You?
If this damn town wasn't such a podunk, I'd have a couple of Pulitzers by now. This pillow factory fire story is my ticket out of here.
We'll need a complete press blackout.
Not with the First Amendment still in place. The core of a strong democracy is a strong press.
Don't you mean the Fifth Amendment?
Nope. That sets out rules for indictment by grand jury in eminent domain and protects the right to due process.
And that's where I think this goes through every amendment if you want to, which we don't want to do.
What do you know about the pillow factory fire?
I have my suspicions of a big cover-up Reno, if you know what I mean. I've tried to gather evidence, but I've been blocked at every turn. It's a small town, so I have to watch the feathers I ruffle.
Do you offer home delivery?
Why? You plan on moving here?
The town's got a charm to it.
I feel like that is a reference to this guy here. Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks. Now, when I played this game first up, back in March, whenever it came out, I hadn't actually ever seen Twin Peaks before. And this game kept getting references to Twin Peaks and X-Files. And I think at first the creators were kind of not too keen on having those references to the game. But I feel like more recent times they've possibly embraced it, especially with the popularity of the revival of Twin Peaks. But yeah, then it was about the middle of this year that I watched all 3 seasons of Twin Peaks, the 2 original ones and the new one. And yeah, I've become obsessed with it. That's why I have Dale Cooper now. And I think in the original Twin Peaks, they ask, like he gets asked about moving to Twin Peaks, or he's thinking about moving to Twin Peaks, and I think he says something like, oh, there's a charm to this town, or something like that. So I feel like that was a reference to it. So yeah, anyway, can we fit Cooper into this or not? Last time we tried to have him in the background, he kept falling over. Oh, we'll give it a go. See how he goes.
Nice chatting. Got a murder to solve. Agent Ray? Agent Ray, can you hear me?
What was that? Oh, there's all these different articles. Oh, it looks like you can swap over now to the other character. Yeah.
I need to stay focused and solve this murder so I can get on with my plan.
This lady's just a bit too much business, I think.
Looks like this valve has been welded into position forever. An arm extended in friendship or supplication. Hard to tell. Certainly looks fake. It's made of plastic. No murder here.
Oh, there's a spec. That's all you need in your game. Something really basic and collectible.
It's a payphone. Insert dime to make a call.
Ah. We got like the wrong character here with the without a dime. Oh no, wait a minute. No, we don't have a dime. How do we get the dime to her? There's a spec.
I'd say that leads somewhere I don't want to go. The only reason to pick up a manhole cover is to go down the manhole, and I'm not in the mood tonight. I'm looking for an escape route, but I'm looking to go up, not down.
We haven't got any keys of sorts, do we? No. Is that like the exit there, or is that because it's welded? I don't think you can get out.
This valve has also been welded into position. That grate won't come off.
Nothing will. There's another spec.
It's sealed shut. No way to open it.
We need a coin. How do we get the coin to her? Unless we call... In emergency, call... What's that say?
Looks like someone knew I was going to get stuck down here. Unless my kidnapper wrote that as a trap. Only one way to find out, I guess.
Diego Pereira Dos or something? Let's swap back.
Roses are red, pillows are white. Get our special bundle and stay up all night.
There goes
$50 Valentine's special at Fancy Nancy Flowers, sponsored by Pillowtronics.
Sorry, Coop. I won't do it to you again. I promise. There you go. Back up there. Alright. Yeah, so this board's full of advertisements.
Your sheriff wants you to be clean and greenerino. Don't litter on the highway or vandalize the storefronts. You should also wear better clothes. Paid for by the Lenore Edmund Mulch Beautification of Thimbleweed Park Project. Stupendous Brothers Traveling Circus. Headline act, Ransom the Insult Clown. Minors must be accompanied by an adult, and if you're offended, it's your own beeping fault. Turn your dials to KSCUM 198.7 FM for the gnarliest hits from local artists.
Get
DJ
the map.
Cassie says,
There was a map
I
in
hope
there,
you like Tuna Head.
and I think you have to call from the police station and call. You're after trying to get her to leave the place to go check out a story. So you got to say
Get
the
your
right
geek
words to
on
get
to the
it out.
max at ThimbleCon 87. A totally radical convention with all your favorite sci-fi shows, comic books, and the latest computer and video game technology. Listen to our sponsor, KSCUM 198.7 FM, for your chance to win tickets. Key ceremony at City Hall. Come and watch beloved entrepreneur Reno Chuck Edmund receive the key to the town for his contributions to the local economy. Complimentary shrimp buffet for attendees at the Edmund Hotel after the ceremony. Playtime is over at the Park Arcade. Blast bad guys in a tournament of our latest game, Die Enemy Die. Highest scorer gets free tokens all night. Wanted. Boost donations. Help out old Willie with a contribution straight to his liver. Come find me by the burning trash can near Occult Books.
I used to have a dime, but I dropped it.
I'm a federal agent, and I have some questions for you. You know anything about the body found by the bridge?
A body? I thought that was a log wearing a suit.
Do you know anything about the body or not?
What body? I thought we were talking about a log.
Where do you sleep at night?
I have a premium bit of cardboard real estate in the nicest part of the sewers. I've had almost no gator attacks, and there's even a grate for ventilation, so my sewer lung is even better than ever.
Tell me what you know about Chuck.
The man was an ass, and I'm glad he died of a heart attack. He ruined my life over nothing.
How did Chuck ruin your life?
Mr. Edmund made sure I was blacklisted in Thimbleweed Park. My so-called friends turned their backs on me. My watch repair business mysteriously burnt down, and I lost everything. Couldn't get dinner reservations, let alone a job. In the end, all I had left of my old life was my beloved Stradivarius.
Why did Chuck try to ruin you?
I took his girlfriend out to see that lame
Look at that
insult
character
clown
right
one
now
night.
and the flickering of
But in my
the fire
defense,
on his face.
Chuck
Pretty cool.
changed girlfriends more often than he changed shirts. Well, how was I
We're
supposed
going to see
to
a
know she
more
was
advanced
flavor of the
version
month
of
for
that
the
in many
Pillatronic
ways
Playboy?
with The Last Night coming out next year. If you haven't seen the trailer to The Last Night, you've got to, especially if you're a Cyberpunk fan. But yeah, it's got these 2D sort of pixel characters with a 2.5D sort of background. But yeah, the lighting effects they're using with the 2D are just amazing.
What's that in your pocket? Looks like a wallet.
I don't have a wallet. I'm a bum.
He has a point.
I can see something is in your pocket.
Maybe I'm just happy to see you.
It looks like something with blood on it.
That's not blood, just river mud.
Ah, so you do in fact admit there is something in your pocket.
Well, I can't give it to you. What would I put my money in?
I don't know.
See? It's not so easy, is it, Hotshot?
I've had enough. I'm a federal agent. Hand over the bloody wallet.
Well, I may be a drunk bum, but I know my rights, and you need a warrant. Now look, you find me another wallet to keep all personals in, and this one is yours. It's coming apart anyway, not like those amazing Ransom the Clown wallets they used to sell before his career hit the skids. Now, Ransom was an adulterer, a cheat, and complete... But he licensed good wallets.
We'll play it your way. For now.
I think that's
We'll talk
mostly
later.
it there.
Don't leave town.
Where would I go? Damn hole in my pocket, always losing money.
We'll wrap up this stream pretty soon, so we'll just kind of show
Hey,
you the
you
rest
see
of
a
the town.
dime, mine.
Obviously, we're not going to get to that next section
Hey, if
yet.
you see a dime, it's
It
mine.
looks like they're having a big sale in there.
Hey, if you see a dime, it's mine.
The future is never written. Welcome to the Thimbleweed Park Occult Bookstore. I'm Madame Marina. Are you here for the hexes, the summer blowout sale, or based on those suits you're wearing, my tax records? I don't get too many visits from suited and booted federal agents these days.
I'm Agent Reyes. I'm just here to ask a few questions, ma'am.
Well, alright then. How can I help?
Do you know anything about the body by the river?
I know everything that goes on around here.
Great! So, you know who was involved in the murder?
Okay, so I don't know everything right this minute. But if you're willing to get your hands a little dirty, I can find the answers you're looking for.
What do you need to help us find the killer? I don't want to break agent protocol, but we really need a lead in this case.
I need to go on a vision quest to find the answer. But I can't really reach out into the void without a little bit of assistance. If you can get me an agaricus fungus visionum delectamentum mushroom from the sewers, I might be able to help.
Those don't sound legal.
And your point is?
What is this place?
It's the county's primary source of occult books, knowledge, and services. You need hexes, curses, cure-alls, or curios? You come to me. You need voodoo, hoodoo, fortunes, or flim-flams? You come to me.
Fascinating.
You need cough drops or coffee filters? Yeah, you go to the quickie, pal.
Can you really hex people?
I sure can, no matter what the consumer watchdog service says. Might not always come out exactly as you want, but spirits work in mysterious ways. So if you have any complaints, take it up with them.
Did you hex Ransom the Clown?
I'm very proud of that curse. He was being a jerk and he needed a little beat down with the karma bat.
I think a permanently cursed face might have been more than a little beating, ma'am.
You want a taste of my karma bat, Agent Reyes?
No, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Tell me about yourself, Madame Marina.
There's not much to tell. I set up my shop in Thimbleweed after finessing my craft on the road for many years. After all, there's only so many nights you can vomit peyote and pull cactus needles out of your ass in the desert before it becomes old news.
How did you get into the occult?
I suppose when I realized I could get baked and make money doing it.
I thought it was a serious spiritual practice.
I don't know what to tell you, dear. I like tripping balls, and with the money I rake in from my curses, I'm gonna retire on a yacht in the Bahamas.
Why did you set up shop here?
The vibrations. This town has a dark and weird energy, which makes it perfect for occult business.
Do you mean an energy like the signals I've been hearing about?
No. Those signals sparking through the air lately are something else altogether. I don't know what they mean, but I know it isn't good.
Goodbye.
There's a spec. Is that a spec there? Maybe not. There's a lot of books here, as you can see. And I think there's another bookcase somewhere, I think at this house, and that's got a whole lot of books as well. Oh, this is the head from Monkey Island.
A pretty disgusting head. There's a small name tag. Seb the Navigator's Head. Not getting any closer to that. A mysterious force must be holding it in place. Oh, creepy.
Alright, I'll just quickly show you down the other road that we didn't fully go down earlier on. And then that kind of gives you a bit of a tour of Thimbleweed Park. As I said, I'm not going to be
I lost my
completing the
dimes
games.
somewhere.
In this, oh, we didn't go into the post office actually. Can we go in the post office? Or is it locked?
Excuse me.
Be with you in a second. Yeah, I'm pretty swamped right now. How can I help?
I'm a federal agent. Know anything about the body out by the bridge?
You're a federal agent. I work for Uncle Sam too. As one government agent to another, I'll do what I can to assist.
Do you know anything about the body out by the bridge?
No, everyone in town is still collecting their mail as usual. No one from my route is missing, and I would definitely notice if they were. I mean, not to brag, but I did consider joining the feds. It's just not as prestigious or as challenging as postal work.
Know any good postal jokes?
Oh, you bet I do. Why are postal workers such great comedians? They have a special delivery, huh? Get it?
Good one. Why is there so much mail to sort when the town seems deserted?
That's classified information. As a federal agent, you should know it's my duty to uphold the privacy and the sanctity of the mail. Unless it pertains to an investigation and you have all the necessary paperwork, I can't help you.
Who is all this mail addressed to?
I can't tell you. It would be a federal crime. I would assume you knew that, being a federal employee and all. Or is this some sort of sting to catch crooked mail clerks? Because I keep things ship-shape here in the Thimbleweed branch, so there's no need to worry about us here.
Thanks for your help. We'll be back if we have any more questions.
Anytime.
See how he kind of says we'll be back, like as if he's got the other character with him? That's probably one of the downsides with this game, I guess, is that almost feels like a bug in the wheel. Like, it's a bit of a shortcut to save on having the characters as separate characters, and yeah. But yeah, still, you know, it's a relatively cheap game. You can get it on iOS as well, on mobile and that, and iPad. I think Android possibly as well. Which is in many ways probably the way I would have preferred to have played this game. But the iOS version that came out, I think it was about 3 to 6 months after the PC version came out, so yeah.
It's a slot for mail, not post office boxes for rent. 2 for 1 special. Rent a box and we promise not to peek inside your mail. There are boxes waiting to be shipped or picked up, but not by anyone in this game.
Alright, let's, as I said, head to that other street, and then we might wrap this stream up for number 10, and yeah, we'll move on to number 9, which will be our second game for the top 10 of 2017 tonight. This Sunday, of course, we'll be counting down number 8 and number 7. And then next Wednesday, obviously, 6 and 5. Pretty simple if you know how to count. Oh, there's a phone. Can we call her down there?
It's out of order. The coin slot is filled with glue, the buttons are missing, and the cord to the receiver is cut. Otherwise, it looks fine.
So yeah, this is pretty full-on phone book, as you can see. Yeah, if you call any of these numbers, you get like these message bank messages. Though some of them are actually in-game numbers for actually progressing the game along. So, but most of them are like Kickstarter backers.
Nothing in there but dust bunnies.
I don't particularly remember being able to go into the arcade before, so maybe that wasn't included in the casual version. Because if you missed at the start of this stream, I'm playing the hard version this time. I'd completed the casual, And the hard version has some extra puzzles, and some, as part of that, has extra scenes. So yeah, I'm sure I always wanted to go into the arcade in the casual one, but yeah, I don't remember being able to, so
it's out of order. Who could be afraid of a meteor?
I mean, it makes it a good reason to play this version, I guess. Oh.
It seems to be out of tokens.
I don't want to use my only dime on this stuff, but
it doesn't work in that. I like it when the enemies die. Very realistic red pixel blood. It's out of order.
This is another bit of a reference. Die enemy scum, and you'll see it's double M. Scum was the system that they called this sort of, I guess, inventory and action sort of system in these sort of games.
Space slime? Who'd want to play this? Gotta be crazy mad to play this game. Or you'll be crazy mad when you've finished. Gotta be crazy mad. It's the famous game Tuna Head. It's out of order. It says, Tokentron 3000 is guaranteed to dispense exactly 1 token each and every time. A maximum of 12 tokens allowed in circulation at once. It's out of tokens. I guess I need to find tokens somewhere else.
Can't say I know where
Looks
that
like
is.
A really big tube.
Reno. Feds out now.
That Ransom the Clown isn't very popular around here. It says he eats tuna. If by look at you mean smell, I've already done that. There's no path beyond this point.
Alright, well, I think that's where we'll wrap it up. We might save it. I'll just go over one of my old save games, just in case I decide to want to, you know, continue playing that at some point. Let's say here, that'll do. So yeah, that's Thimbleweed Park. As I said, it was it's created by Ron Gilbert and his little indie team. Ron Gilbert, if you don't know, is the maker of many of the classic point-and-click adventure games such as Maniac Mansion, which this one is very heavily influenced by, and Secret Monkey Island and so forth. So yeah, very much the grandfather, the master of this genre in many ways. And yeah, so it was no surprise that this game was probably going to end up in my top 10 at some point. And yeah, it just squeezes in at number 10. Yeah, it's a very good game. And yeah, I don't mind the graphics. I in particular like the lighting effects in it. The characters are pretty cool, except for I don't particularly like the two main characters, these two agents, but the other characters are quite good. And yeah, it's just got a nice quirkiness about it, which I feel like in many ways, now that I've watched Twin Peaks, I'm going to appreciate this a lot more in many ways. The references, or the influence, I should say. I don't know if there's necessarily references, but there's definitely some similarities with the whole quirky town of characters and that. It's a little small country sort of town and that, and there's a murder mystery and that, and body actually found by the water, much like in Twin Peaks and that sort of thing. So yeah, but overall, yeah, yeah, definitely a game. I mean, this is not the sort of game for everyone. It's a point-and-click adventure game at the end of the day, so you're either going to like it or hate it, probably just based off that alone. But this is definitely one of the better point-and-click adventures, modern ones, in many ways. And in ways, it kind of fulfilled the prophecy, if you will, that Double Fine never did. Now, Ron Gilbert did actually work with Double Fine to make a game called The Cave, which is a great game. Yeah, but Double Fine also did a Kickstarter on themselves before this game came out, which was at the time called Double Fine Adventure and became Broken Age. Now, the original promise of that was it was supposed to be basically like this game, very old school, very much a replica of those sort of 80s and 90s point-and-click adventures. But they ended up instead they got a lot more funding than they expected, and then made quite a more flasher, sort of slicker, sort of 2000, whatever it would have been, 15, I think, or 16, version of a point-and-click adventure, which was nothing like this. It didn't have the menus and all that. It was very much a modern adventure game, which was good. It was great in its own right, but a lot of the original backers for that Kickstarter for Double Fine Adventure, or Broken Age, would have wanted this in many ways. So I think Ron Gilbert, when he left Double Fine after finishing up the cave and that, and started to do some independent development of his own again, like he made this little puzzle game called, what was it? Something Scallywags. Anyway, it was kind of like a little RPG match 3 sort of game. But yeah, I think he would have clearly seen that there would have been some disappointed fans that wanted this sort of old school experience and didn't get it out of Double Fine Adventure. So really, it was a very smart idea to make a game like this, because there's obviously a niche audience for this sort of game. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I really dig this. It was a good flashback to, you know, those sort of games and that, and I did complete it, so that's always a good thing, you know, unlike something like Pyre, which I was really into at first, but then it kind of dragged out and I kind of got over it and I never completed it. This game I did complete, and yeah, I think it's worth the journey if you are into point-and-click adventures. So yeah, keep an eye on it, and as I said, it's not just out on PC, Mac and that, it's also out on iOS and Android, I believe, and possibly some other platforms as well. I mean, it'd probably be pretty good on Switch, I imagine, if but I don't think there's a Switch version yet, so who knows in the future. Anyway, so that's number 10 of ZedKraze's top games of 2017. I just noticed another spec there. Next up, we'll be doing number 9. What I'm going to do is just stop the stream for a minute and swap over, and we will reveal what number 9 of 2017 top games of the year are. So, and hang around. I'll be right back any minute now.